and everybody else's house and her stuff is shabby. Come on, somebody. Am I talking to anybody this morning? Amen. But if your mother's living right and doing right, don't tell me it's some things that she ain't told you yet. But everything that she did wasn't perfect and in the will of the Lord. Amen. Amen. This passage speaks of the powerful legacy of faith passed down from Timothy's grandmother. I believe I can use Mom Vic here today. Amen. She was a powerful grandmother, but she said earlier she got some daughters still living and she got some going on, but she's worried that she's going to pass on what she know down to her daughters. Amen. But it's up to them to take heed, to grasp to what she has to hold on to, and then use what she teach them. Amen. Amen. Sometimes we really look for other things from other folk, but it be right there in our grasp that we can learn from somebody if we really learn how to talk to them. Amen. And figure out that they are. We really. They are really special in your life, amen. You can learn something from somebody else's mama that your mama didn't want to teach you. Huh? You can learn how to love if your mama didn't show you love. Somebody gonna love you regardless of what you receiving in your life, amen. For the Bible says, "For God so loved the what world, He gave His only begotten, and whosoever believe in Him shall not perish but have." Yeah, see, grandmama was a big role in Timothy's life. But guess what? Grandmama and mother worked together to raise him up to be a powerful young man. Amen. And I believe that when mother and daughter work together hand in hand, things start happening, huh? Yeah, blessings start coming. Amen. Don't never think you grown or too mature than your mama. You always realize that that's still your what? Amen. Amen. That's when we ought to say, tell your neighbor, mother, may I? We don't want to ask the question, the mother, may I do this, because we feel like we have arrived, huh? And everybody, when they got grown, you wanted your house of your own, amen? But guess what? Everything you do in your house is a reflection of what you did when you was in your. Come on, I know I'm talking to somebody today. Ain't nothing changed. And guess what? You find yourself acting like your mama sometime, huh? Come on, some of y'all saying, no, I don't act like mama. Yes, they do, Rico, when they mean, low down, hateful, they acting like mama. Huh? They got it from somewhere, trauma, you got it from your. Oh, I'm talking this morning, amen. Everything come from mama. Oh, don't believe me. For the 9 months I carried you. Shirley Caesar said was no. Guess what? When you was in your mother's womb, you were being developed from your mama. Your daddy just planted the seed. But everything that you learned, you got it from your. Yeah, the food you eat, you got it from your. Yeah, the ways that you carry, you got it from your. Because everywhere your mama went, you was with her at all. Come on. And the praises shall continually be in your. Yeah, somebody said, mother, may I? See, the title, Mother May I, serves as a question, seeking permission to carry on that legacy of faith. Somebody said faith. Faith without works is what? Dead. Huh? But guess what? Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. See, a lot of mothers hope that our children will not turn out to be like they didn't want them to be, but they grow them up and raised them up to be better than they really were, huh? We got more now than we ever had. Come on, somebody. Our mamas didn't have what we have right today, huh? We got central heating and air. Come on, somebody. We got lights, even though they flicking and clicking. We got lights, huh? Our foreparents didn't have everything. Do you know some people didn't have but one phone in the community? Huh? And you don't know, back in the day, they didn't know what a color TV really was, huh? It was a black and white, amen? And they had an end. Come on, somebody. And guess what? And if it wasn't catching the right station, you had to have somebody turn the antenna while you holler, ho. Somebody said, mother, may I? See, you need to seek permission from God how you ought to live your own life. If your mother brought you in the world, you ought to be thankful that God blessed her to have you. Somebody say amen. And guess what? You don't have to take on all her DNA, but you ought to be thankful that she made a way. Yeah, she suffered, bled, and she produced you. Through childbearing, there's a lot of pain. Come on, somebody. And when you raise them hard-headed children and them children that turn out to be blessed, you're grateful and you're thankful. But when they're not doing what God told you to train them up to do, it brings some pain. Then you start asking the question, what have I done wrong? But guess what? You don't have to do nothing wrong. That we live in sometimes trigger our children to come out of character, And guess what? They try to keep up with the world instead of following the rules and regulations that you have set in your own house, Sometimes we seek the wrong permission and the wrong guidance from other folk instead of following God's legacy to honor him, honor our mother with gratitude and grace. Let's look at the first point. So, mother, may I have faith? Speak it out. Say, mother, may I have faith? See, Paul